What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to do a video and just really put out there and really mark down reasons why we moved our team over to eXp Realty and just the benefits of what that's going to do for us and the advantages that I see that eXp Realty has. So for those of you that don't know, eXp Realty is a cloud-based brokerage. It's a national brokerage. It's not a franchise model. So that's what's different about eXp Realty, is that it is all set up on a cloud platform and just has such robust technology and just such an awesome platform that allows agents and teams to really thrive in an environment where technology obviously is really coming into the space really hard, and things are shifting fast in all industries really because of technology. So, you know, a big reason when we looked at our opportunity to expand, which is what we're looking to do, you know, our company is more investment and development focused, and we've been in single family for 10 years now. I've been in the space, but primarily on the investment side. We also do development and new construction. You know, we've looked at different ways of how we can expand our company and with our current model, because we want to keep bringing on more agents and we want to have the ability to be in multiple markets. You know, right now, like I said, we're in Michigan, we're in Texas, and as we do more developments and we seek out new markets, we want to be able to have agents there on the ground. And the cost involved, as you would know, to, you know, really open up shop and call it, you know, in each market and have that, you know, set up and really launch that brokerage and just do all of that, you know, in 2, 3, 4, 5 states, what that would be and the liability and the risk that, you know, I would take on. I really kind of mapped out different obviously models and different, you know, platforms that allowed me to be able to do this without going, you know, an independent route. And I saw eXp. I had a friend of mine who's been with the company for, you know, when I was looking at it for about 2.5 years at that point, and just has had massive success with it and just couldn't, you know, be happier for him making that switch. I believe he was with Keller Williams prior to that, had his own team and office there, and then has just kind of really done really well with eXp and loves it. So I took a look at it and I broke down, you know, from an unbiased third-party point of view of, okay, here's every platform and model out there that we could use to expand our team and our company. You know, which one stacks up against, you know, the others, where are the top two. And I just saw eXp as a no-brainer, you know, black and white choice, in the sense that it is the only one that allows us to grow, that allows us to expand so quickly, but in a seamless fashion that we don't have to stress and we don't have to have that additional cost, and we can have our agents thrive in an entrepreneurial environment, because that's what we really care about. And that's what I care about, being a lifelong entrepreneur in real estate. You know, it surprises me that more agents aren't thinking like entrepreneurs, because they are. It's just like investing, right? Not a lot of agents, you know, actually invest. You know, I know a bunch do, but as a percent for realtors across the board, that is a small number. So just to look at this and say, all right, how can we thrive, but also how can our agents thrive in their own environment and create their own business, their own brand, and just give them the support and the coaching and the things that we're doing on our side as an additional incentive, an additional support system for them to thrive, and then be involved with our projects and our investments and things that we're up to. You know, it just was a no-brainer. We were able to bring on our agents in Michigan and Texas, and now we have agents actually in 7 different states, and now in Canada as well, because the company is going international. eXp is also going to be opening up, you know, here at the end of 2019, they're going to be opening in the UK and also Australia, which, you know, we actually have investors and we have some good relationships with agents over in London. So that just kind of pairs up well with the opportunity for us to work with those agents, possibly have them join eXp as a part of our group, and then have obviously revenue share as a big piece of that. So the opportunities are really endless. You know, the residual income that it allows for our agents is just mind-blowing. You know, as the company continues to grow, they are so agent-owned focused that, you know, they finally realized, okay, well, if the agents are doing all the work and they're doing all the transactions and producing all this, then, you know, why not let the agents have a piece of that? Why not, you know, reward them for the growth? So they're rewarding that back through stock awards, they're rewarding it through revenue share on 7 different levels. You know, and just committed to paying out, you know, a portion of revenue that comes through the company, you know, back to the agents, because they're the ones putting in, doing all that work, which is just, you know, to me, it makes perfect sense. You know, these other different setups that are out there, traditional models, you know, they're flawed, and, you know, basically in their defense, they're kind of stuck, right? they have all this brick and mortar, and they have all this middle management, and they have these territory managers, they have all this stuff and all this stuff in between transactions and the agents, that there's not a lot of money to be spread around. I don't care if you want to call it profit share or just kind of, but at the end of the day, you have to have enough profit, right? You have to make it worthwhile to somebody that is putting in the work to bringing over agents. At the end of the day, people go to companies that they really are excited to see other people go to, or they excited to hear what they're doing there. It's very rare. So, if people aren't getting what they were told they were going to get, or they don't have the resources, the tools and support, and they're not getting a fair, let's say, percent of what they should be making on deals, then they're going to look elsewhere. And I think, eXp just really nailed it from the sense of where the industry is heading and the technology piece of it, that it says, hey, everything we're doing is pointing towards that, right? So if you look at Blockbuster and Netflix, right? If you look at what Amazon's done to multiple industries, everything is going to be online. It is going online. I mean, I communicate more in my business. Majority of our investors are actually, overseas. They're international. And I'm constantly speaking to them through Zoom and things like that, where, I can do business all over the world, and you can these days, and it's fast. So to think that, a cloud-based model is just something that won't work is madness. And, when you look at how much more, revenue and how much more money that really keeps in the system versus paying out all these different things that you have to pay out, and just once you get down to the bottom, there's a big number still there for agents to receive revenue back from, which is awesome. So like I said, it's a lot of things that stacks up against this other the models that are out there, and between the technology, the support, everything that it goes into what they're doing on their cloud-based program. They also just announced, just something that's so cool that we're involved with and that we're so excited for, is the iBuyer program. And that's going to be big for investors and for institutional groups that we work with already, to be able to now work with agents at eXp on a national level, and then have us and have agents be able to source deals that maybe fit their buyer's box. So, if you have the criteria that if you have the criteria that investors are looking for, then you'll be able to literally source properties that fit their needs and be able to submit those through the system online, and just make a seamless iBuyer program from start to finish, which is it's awesome. So it's something that we've been doing in general as a company anyways for a long time, but not on a way where we can just kind of open it up across the board to all of our markets and all of our agents. So we're pumped about that. And going back to just why we chose them, I mean, like I said, I'm very unbiased to this, and I stacked it up against everything out there. And to me, the cost, the support, for us to have our agents now be trained and go in there and have 30 plus hours a week of live training from top producers in their individual rights, right? Everybody has their own thing. I'm a believer that, I would love to take, the top 25% of everybody's, special, let's call it what their specialty is, right? I mean, everybody has something that they're just a little bit better in. About it is that our agents work with us, they support what we're doing, at the same time we support what they're doing, and help drive them to have their own businesses and their own brands on a scale that is unbelievable. And then, everybody works together, because that's how it's set up. You want your agents to succeed that you bring into the company, because you have a responsibility really to them. And for that, yes, you're rewarded financially from the sense of revenue share. So if that wasn't there, would everybody be supporting their agents to the best of their ability? I don't know. But because it's there, I guarantee that majority are, because they need to be, because you're only going to be receiving as much revenue share as your team actually produces, right? I mean, agents are going to have to be selling, they're going to have to be successful, they're going to have to be getting better. Younger agents come into the business, they're going to have to stay in the business and be productive. And that's what's great, is that now everybody's responsible for that, and you're giving your insight, your coaching and leadership to these agents that are coming in. And that's what we're doing on our side. And we're just pumped about it. I mean, the collaboration is amazing. From what we've seen, everybody, I've heard, well, maybe you're going to be kind of on an island and you're solo just because it's virtual and I got to be working from home. And it's been the opposite, because the amount of collaboration within Facebook Workplace and just the iCloud and just the enterprise system that they have is amazing in the sense that I can easily get responses within an hour or 5 minutes or 2 seconds through Messenger. Anything like that has just been so fast, and I'm now collaborating with agents across the country and soon internationally to help what we're doing in our business. And it's great for our agents and anybody else to be able to go reach out to somebody that in a different market. The referral network's awesome. So we are just pumped about it. We're pumped about the growth. They announced some amazing things they have in the pipeline to keep improving their model, to keep rolling out new things that agents can take part in. Just huge opportunities for agents to keep taking advantage of while they can build their business, their residual income, and have a chance for actual retirement. I don't know how, I couldn't tell you how many times our agents that we work with all the time want to be an investor, right? They want to purchase property, and many of them invest alongside of us in our deals, but long term, they want to own their own portfolio of property. They want to have that chance to retire, to have an exit. They don't want to be worried about slanging houses when they're 60, 70, 80. They want to be able to finally kick back and do that without having 6 offices and 300 agents and have all this liability and stress, because if the market shifts, everything goes just down the toilet. So they want a good exit strategy, and really the industry has never offered that. And now it has with eXp, and you can just alone, agents are seeing this on top of everything else that it offers, but they're seeing the opportunity for a true exit and for a true path towards retirement through the different things like the revenue share, the stock awards. It's just something that is changing the industry, and agents need to realize that, it's not short term either, in the sense, okay, well, should I go to this place because they have 100% commissions, or should I go here because of a name? And I'm telling you, brand names of these big flagship, call them your nationals, that's becoming less and less relevant anyways. I don't know, I have hundreds of agents in my phone that aren't with eXp, by the way, that I couldn't tell you where they're at. I just know that they're good, they produce, and that's how I know them. And nobody really is going to call up, the local office and say, I'm looking to sell my house. You just know agents, right? And a lot of that's because of personal branding. So whatever platform, not a brokerage in the sense of, that brick and mortar structure, whatever platform is going to allow you the best chance for you to build your own brand, build your own business, have all the tools, support, and things that you need to thrive. But then again, also taking away the liability, the risk, and giving you the training and giving you all the resources that you need. That's who you need to be with. And hands down, if there's another one out there better than what eXp has shown me, tell me about it, because I'd be happy to move there and move all my agents, but I haven't seen it, and I don't think it's out there for a long time. So we're just pumped to be with the company, continue to grow with them. And if you agents out there, if you want to learn more about our team, our network and masterminds, and what we're doing with agents all over the country and now outside of the country on an international level, check out the links below, reach out to me, set up a call. Be happy to share how the company can directly impact you and your business, and just all the amazing things that we've had experience within the company and our agents have had. So until next time, guys, reach out if you have questions. Like I said, we're so happy we made the switch. We're excited to grow with the company. We'll see you later.